Hey you guys, welcome back to Frankie Kallie, where we take you along on our adventures, share our goals, and film weekly vlogs. What are we talking about today, Frankie?
So, what to do in Fort Worth?
Woo! We've been here for about a month, and we have a good understanding of like what's happening, where is it happening, maybe a few inside scoops. So we wanted to share them with you guys. Should we kick it off with activities?
Yeah, and this is definitely for someone who's like, this is your first time coming to Fort Worth, Texas, and you don't have no idea what to do. There's plenty to do here. We love it here. Definitely plan for some warm weather if you're here during the summer.
Yes, for sure.
It'll be 100 every single day. Every day.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, Frankie, kick it off. What's our first thing that we want to talk about?
Number one is my favorite. If you are a big drinker or you like the rodeos, we have the world's largest rodeo.
And live music.
Live music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stockyards.
Stockyards.
It's very famous in this area.
They have what's it called? Billy Bob's.
Yep.
That's the largest honky tonk in the state or in the U.S. And you can go there and like see live music. I think every night of the week.
It's there's.
I think it's like every night or pretty close to. But regardless, they have concerts there all the time. You can go there and do like the honky tonk dance, which is always fun. And then people are always dressed up in their cowboy and cowgirl gear. So like cowboy boots, like the
definitely that
jackets, cowboy hats. It's super fun, and it reminds me a lot of like Nashville. If you've been to like the Nashville downtown, very, very similar. Like a lot of dive bars, some nice restaurants, a lot of shopping, some nice hotels, very similar. So think of it like that. And then also, twice a day, I want to say at like 11 and 4 p.m., they do the Longhorns, like walk through the streets, and there's like 100 or so of these Longhorns, those cows with the big horns out of their head. And it's kind of cool to see. We haven't seen it yet, but we've heard about it.
We don't know exactly what time either, but around that time they go through. And it's a big deal around here, so.
It is. It's like the place to be in the weekend. So I'm going to take it over to number 2. And this is more of like a family-oriented activity, and that is the zoo. Number 2, the zoo, kind of rhymes. We went to the zoo the first weekend we were here, and it was actually super, super fun. We could have spent all day there, but we didn't because it was like 103 degrees and we were melting, so we didn't. But there is so much to do, and honestly, like a lot of cool animals. Like there were like sharks that was at the aquarium. Excuse me. There were elephants. There were like kangaroos. I don't even know what else. Like
elephants were for sure my favorite part.
It was really cool. And then there was also a lot of activities to do within the zoo. So you could go to like a water park, or I think there was like a jungle gym. Definitely more of a family thing, but regardless, still a fun activity. And Fort Worth Zoo is actually voted the best zoo in the whole U.S. So that's a bonus.
Definitely visit. And another thing to do is another family-oriented thing, or even if you're just doing a date night, is there's amazing, amazing museums here.
Yes.
Like some of the best I've ever seen. Like there's so much money and like craft, and it's just so fascinating to see. Like, and
they're all like right next to each other too. Like you could go to like one for 1 hour, then the next and the next. Like we went to one of the free art museums, and that alone was so cool. And then I think that there's 2 other art museums that you can go to, again right next to it, the Kimball, and then I forget all the names, but there's 3 for sure. And then there's also the Science Museum. That one again is a little bit more geared towards kids, but it was still really cool.
Yeah, there's a planetarium there where every every 30 minutes to an hour they have like a show going on. So you can just go in there, pop in for free. And Science Museum isn't free, but if you get the ticket,
was free.
Yes.
Yeah, it was included.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Definitely do it at least once you get here.
Yeah. And then a fun date event or activity would be the botanical gardens too. This I think was like $12 a person, and again we didn't last long because it was so hot, but it's so beautiful to like walk through. Like the trails are endless. We could have spent all day there. People were taking maternity photos, graduation photos, like the whole 9 yards. They have a really fun koi fish pond where you could like feed the fish. these food or these like kibble foods. I don't even know what you call it, but it's so fun to like watch them all swim towards you, and I don't know, it was just so beautiful. It was really cool.
Definitely an awesome place if you're trying to get some Instagram pictures or like she said, like graduation pictures, etc. Like it's so beautiful, like so many different plants, flowers, species.
And next, I'm gonna say the Trinity Trail. The Trinity Trail goes along the river, and there's over 100 miles of trails that you can go on. So people run, bike, walk. I don't even know what else you could do on there, but the possibilities are endless. It's so fun, and it connects to so many different places within Fort Worth. It's just a really unique thing. There's always 5Ks going on. There's parks off of the trail. There's people having picnics, and it's just really cool. I have really enjoyed walking it, and it's fun how it can take you from like one end of the town to the next, and you can just hop on a bike and be there in like 10-15 minutes. Okay, so 2 main streets that have a lot of activity going around them are West 7th, which is oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, this is where we're at right now. We're at West 7th, and it is so much fun, so much nightlife or things to do, so many restaurants.
Definitely, if you are in your early 20s, this is the place to be. A lot of bars, a lot of fun food, restaurants, and there's a lot of apartments within the radius too, and it's just really cool.
It's probably the most popular spot in Fort Worth.
Yeah. And then the second area is Magnolia Avenue. That has more like coffee shops, some fun. There was a few breweries, some nice restaurants, maybe a few different like clothing shops, but it's like more of a chilled, laid back street. I don't remember it being too clubby, but it was a really cute area. It's kind of more in the historical part of Fort Worth, so just a different vibe. Very cool. Also, Clear Fork, the trailhead at Clear Fork.
Yes.
Seriously, you guys, so fun. Again, it connects to the Trinity Trail, and they have a farmer's market there every Saturday morning, and you can also do free community yoga at 9 a.m. and every weekend they have it there besides winter, but like fall, summer, spring, they have it, and there's like so many people there. It's amazing, and it's free, and it's a different studio each time, so it's kind of nice that it gets switched up. It's not the same thing every week, and it's a great way to meet people too. And the farmers market's right there, and one of our favorite cafes is right next to it, Press Cafe. Yeah, that kind of wraps up like activities and things to do.
Pretty much, yeah. Those general areas that we're talking about probably won't find a lot of other events outside of that, because those are the most popular areas and where most of the events happen.
Oh, Panther Island too. We didn't mention that.
Yes.
Yes, every Saturday in August, they're again right off the Trinity Trail along the river. They have kind of like a floating floating stage for concerts, and people can go in like those inner tubes and just float along the river or a paddleboard. And again, that's free. You probably have to rent a tube or a paddleboard if you don't have your own. But it's every Saturday, and I think it's in the afternoon or mid-morning sometime. But it's a fun activity, a great way to meet people. We didn't get the chance to do it this year, but we've heard wonderful things about it too.
Yeah, there's so many people just out in the river, tubing. There's like a little beach. There's kayaks you rent, paddle boards, and it's like major artists that just come and play in this like little pavilion. It's like where 2 rivers like intersect. It's so cool. Oh,
Sundance Square too. That's in like the heart of downtown Fort Worth, and usually they have like concerts going, or symphonies, or like parades, or dance. I don't know what you call them, showcases going on. But this past year and a half, there hasn't been too much going on. But we did go down there a few times to like sit out there and have like ice cream or lunch or whatever. And it's just such a cute area. There's a big mural. They actually do have a stage, like a professional stage, and there's just always kids running around and playing. And they have like kind of a interactive water fountain that kids can play with in the summer.
Gardens,
yeah. So that's really cool. Oh yeah, the water gardens. Talk about the water gardens.
Yeah, so water gardens, there's like 6, it's like cool areas.
And that's in downtown Fort Worth too. Dude!
Yeah, you can walk around it, it's free. It's nothing really extravagant, but it's just fun to walk through. It's right downtown Fort Worth.
I feel like if you had kids, it would be a fun place to take them. Yeah, you can't go in the water, but you can look at it.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps it up we've only been here for about a month, and we've already...
We've done all of that. Like thinking about that, that's kind of crazy, like how much we've done.
Yeah, that's not even like the Dickies Arena that we have, or there's like TCU. a major sport here.
Yeah, it's insane, you guys. I am so grateful. There's so much to do. It's been so fun. We're loving it. And if you're looking for a fun vacation, even like a long weekend, Fort Worth is the place to be. Seriously.
So that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys have any questions about Fort Worth, we're living here. We're living the life here.
Yeah, leave us a comment down below and we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram too. We'll put our handles right here.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about Dallas too, about moving there, we also did a bunch of research in Dallas. We also have other videos. I'll put one or two up here. Just if you have any questions about it, let us know.
Otherwise, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you liked this video, share it with your friends and family. We would love for you.
Please.
Yeah, we would love for you just to, if this video helped you in any way, to share it with them because we're just having so much fun doing this. And if we can help anyone in any way, that makes us happy. So we love you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back next week.
Bye.